So before we begin, could everyone who owns a cell phone please raise their hands? Good. Now, please extend those hands forward and shake the hand of Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone.
You are my heart. Alexander Graham Bell.
In short, Alexander Graham Bell was a very smart guy and a very good person. Born in Scotland in 1847, Bell was fascinated with science from a young age. At the age of 12, he invented a machine that dehusked grain very efficiently. What did you do at 12? Learn to count? Bell's life wasn't without challenges either. After Bell dropped out of high school, his father decided to uproot the family and move them to North America. Bell wanted to resist, but once both of his brothers died of tuberculosis, he begrudgingly agreed to follow his family to Canada and live with the Canadians. Also, his mom was deaf. After all this, you know what Bell did? He didn't quit, that's for sure. He made himself a new life right here-ish in Boston, and like a phoenix rising from the ashes, he began inventing inventions. Bell began with the multi-signal telegraph, which utilized different frequencies to send simultaneous messages. Then, one fateful night, the innovation fairy left a note under Alexander's pillow, informing him to use this approach to send sound through a wire. Over the following years, Bell, along with his partner Thomas Watson, refined the technology. I would explain it, but at this point, if you aren't familiar with the significance of the telephone, especially in 2016, I kindly ask you to leave, because you clearly aren't a functioning member of society. Doors open. Now, Bell was no one-trick pony. He also followed in his father's footsteps, working with the deaf, helping them learn to speak. He even created a new language with his father, where each letter was a sound, and taught deaf children how to move their mouths to make those sounds. With enough practice, these poor deaf children could talk. To summarize, Alexander Graham Bell was inventing since childhood, overcame many hardships, created the telephone, helped deaf people, and has a sweet beard. As you can see, he's clearly deserving of the Gilded Age Hall of Fame. Now, some of you may be thinking, but what about Thomas Edison? He invented electricity. Well, for one thing, Edison didn't even develop the electricity we use today. He invented DC electricity. The D stands for dumb. He didn't invent the light bulb either. That was the product of 22 prior scientists. He just invented how to sell it. The problems with Thomas Edison don't end there. While Alexander Graham Bell was helping deaf children speak, Edison was electrocuting cute little monkeys as a smear campaign. Yeah, electrocuting monkeys. It doesn't stop there. Edison's bloodlust wasn't satisfied by monkeys. He electrocuted a circus elephant to death. Why? As a smear campaign against AC power. So, if Bell's achievements, along with the knowledge of one of his competing nominees' slight faults, isn't enough to convince you that Bell is the best choice for the Gilded Age Hall of Fame, I'm afraid you aren't worth convincing. Vote Bell. Vote love. And telephones.